Hi you guys, my name is Rosiekia Artis. I go by Artis the Artist. I've been doing hair and makeup for about 6 years. Today I'm gonna teach you how to achieve a natural makeup look. Whether you're at home and you have all the time in the world like some people do, or whether you just have a couple minutes to do your makeup. Either way, I'm gonna show you how to achieve a look that works for you. Alrighty, let's get started. So our first step is to drown yourself in spray moisturizer. So we're gonna wait for that to dry. We probably like 30 seconds of fanning. Fan it all over. We're gonna go for the gloss. You know, I don't really work in a particular order, but I know I have 5 minutes because my boyfriend's waiting on me. My key with lip gloss, if it's not dripping off your lips, you don't have enough on. I'm gonna go in for the blush really fast. I'm gonna use a liquid lipstick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my beauty blender, just pat it, and then I'm gonna put it right on my cheeks, kind of contouring myself with it. So I'm trying to achieve a look really fast, but using very minimal product. And so I'm gonna take my foundation. And so what you wanna do is you wanna hit the hot spots. Let's say if you have blemishes, because you don't have too much time. Somebody's probably honking the horn at you right now, telling you to hurry up. So you just wanna get in there. So we don't have time for some concealer. I'm just gonna put the foundation right under my eyes. You can even put a little bit of the blush on your eyes, kind of a fast shadow. Last thing we're gonna do is put on some mascara. But don't poke your eye. Take a little time with the mascara. Even if somebody's rushing you, safety first. It's natural to have your mouth open when you put mascara on. Don't worry about that. And bam, a natural glam look in 5 minutes. So if you're rushing, anything that you're putting on your face that's dark and you're moving fast with it like liner or mascara, you wanna take a little bit more time on that, because if you get it on your face, it kind of messes up the whole look. I'm gonna show you how to bump it up. We're gonna use exactly everything we use for the Glam and Glow, but we're gonna add in concealer. I'm just gonna put it right in the crease where you can see the dark circles and the shadows. We wanna cancel those out. We're just gonna like buff that in, or you can use your beauty blender, whichever one you prefer. Or you can use a combination of both. You can pat it into your skin, and then you can go right over with the brush. So we just added our concealer, and I'm gonna redo everything that I just did for the Glam and Glow. So I'm gonna add a little bit more foundation just to kind of build it up, to kind of give us a more defined look. Just in case you don't have your beauty blender, you can use a buffing brush. Just work that all over. If you're dipping it back in product, you can overdo it. But if you are just using what you have on your brush, you're really just moving the product all around. Gonna go back in with some of that blush. So this works really good because it's a little bit of residue from the foundation, creates like a fast way to kind of like add foundation and add blush, kind of like faking a contour almost. Remember I said that rule about if your lip gloss is not dripping, then you don't have enough on. I'm gonna apply that lip gloss. You wanna apply that lip gloss until it drips. Let it drip, let it drip. So let's say I want a little bit of color on my eyes, but I don't have it all the time. So I'm gonna take that liquid lipstick that I use for blush, I'm gonna take my beauty blender, and then I'm gonna close my eyes, and then I'm just going to pat that in there. And there you have it, the 15-minute bump up. This compared to the 5-minute, I like that I could add a little bit more. I look more finished in my face. Building up in general, building up on that makeup that you already have, kind of gives you more of a defined look. It kind of puts a little oomph into it. Sometimes more is better. Now it's time to make it juicy. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of moisturizer. Yes, you can put moisturizer on top of your foundation. We wanna be able to rub it into our hands and then just pat it on top of our foundation. We already have, look at that glow. You see the juiciness already? Juicy. This will probably last you all night, but you'll glow on the inside for a lifetime if you know this trick. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of that foundation. You see the shine right there? Shining. I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer. Then I'm gonna take that brush that I used, and then I'm gonna just buff that in. I'm gonna buff it in. So now we're gonna take a highlight color. We're gonna use that same concealer brush because we want a little bit of that concealer with the highlight to kind of mix it. I'm starting right where I did the concealer. I see a lot of people draw lines when they do their concealer. They like draw a straight line to their nose and they go like that. I wanna just tap it in and kind of just put it in irregularly so my blending is not too crazy. And I'm gonna go in with that beauty blender, and I'm just gonna press that product into my skin. I like to blend like diagonally, so I'm taking everything from the top to the bottom working my way all the way down my foundation and working it back up so it blends all together. We're going to get into our contour. I'm just gonna have that contour right on the side of the Beauty Blender. We wanna lift our cheekbones, so we're gonna look for it. You can see that we placed that contour there. If you have a big forehead and you wanna slim it down a little bit, I'm just gonna place that contour right in the areas that I want to appear smaller. I like to work with the Beauty Blender because it doesn't give you any harsh lines. For the natural glam, I don't really like a harsh contour. But now I'm gonna stop with my face and I'm gonna retract back to my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm gonna use like an espresso eye pencil. I'm just brushing them up. They're kind of thin in some areas, so I would just wanna fill in those gaps, in those holes. I don't wanna draw a new eyebrow. And then if you do put too much of the product on, you can always take the back, or you can just use a regular spoolie or a mascara wand, and you can just brush that color throughout your brow. So it's not blocked, it's not in one spot. Sometimes I like to be a little precise underneath, but not too much. I'm gonna take a flat brush. I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer underneath the brow. I'm gonna wipe some of the product off. That's why I recommend having like a towel that you lay everything on. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull down the concealer that I put underneath my brow. We're just gonna use that concealer brush that we use. Just gonna buff that all in. So this is the fun part. We're gonna step up the eyes a little bit. So I'm gonna use like a chestnut pencil. This is also a lip liner. I am going to put that right on top. I'm gonna use more of an angled fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna buff out that brown liner. So this just starts the base of a shadow. And then I'm gonna add some gel liner, and I'm just gonna create a line. So it doesn't have to be a perfect line. Really, you should put it on kind of irregular. And we're gonna kind of just move this around a little bit. And then now we're gonna go in with our smudging brush and kind of knock that black gel liner back and forth. So this is that concealer brush that I use from underneath my eyes, and I'm just gonna buff everything down. We're gonna go underneath our eyes with a little bit of brown. We're gonna do the same thing that we did on the top with the smoky eye. I'm just gonna add some brown right into my waterline, and then I'll add just a tiny bit of black. You can either use this or you can use the squared off brush. I'm going to line my lips. So I'm just lightly doing it. I don't really like that 90s line that I see people do. You don't want to put it too much up here because it'll give you a mustache. You don't want that. I like to put a little bit of like chapstick on first before I add my gloss. I'll kind of mix that all around and mix that color. I'm gonna add some minty shine on, and here's where you want to go crazy with lip gloss. Add that all over. More juice, the better. And you can even use lip gloss for your natural glam look. You can use it in your high points for like liquid highlight. You can do it over the eyes. Just practice, because I don't want you to come back to me and say you got it in your eye and I told you to do it. I am going to powder areas that I want to be matte. So we're gonna add a little bit of powder, towel, underneath the eyes. Smoking. Oh my God, look at that, sorry. I just fell in love with myself. I wanna set my contour. Right where that contour is to be. Fluff that in. You see I still have my shine? I want my face to stay dewy. I'm gonna do some like demi wispies. When you're putting your eyelash glue on, you wanna put it right on the line, and then you're gonna flip your eyelash down and you're gonna put glue right on the front. So when I put it on, it was kind of like iridescent translucent, and it's now like turning clear. So that's how you know that it's ready to put on. I'm just pushing it up. It's creating the effect that it's actually growing out of my eyeball, but it's really not. I just bought it. And that concludes our 30-minute look of pure juiciness. There you have it. You have a 5-minute look, a 15-minute look, and a 30-minute look. I want to let you know that there's always time for glam. I hope you give one of these looks a try and stay beautiful.